If you don't believe in you, nobody will believe in you. And that's just what it is. Don't let that go over your head.
All right, big motion.
In this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to deal with anxiety when it comes to running track and going to track meets more specifically. Now, I know this is a big thing. Someone requested this video in the comments of one of my last videos. They were saying, how do you deal with anxiety when it comes to track meets? I have like big race anxiety, or just when I go to meets. Bruh, the biggest thing I would have to say is being confident. Once you're confident, you won't have these issues. You won't be so nervous to go to track meets because you know what you're capable of doing. And the biggest way to know what you're capable of doing is by locking in at practice and sliding at practice. Because let me tell you, if you running world-class times, not even just world-class times, but if you're just running super fast at practice, you know when you go to a track meet, you're your only competition. So you like, bruh, I'm literally, because somebody asked me for our last meet, it was like, are y'all gonna have competition at this meet? No, literally, I'm my own competition. Like, if I go out here and execute, I'm not gonna have no competition. Like, everybody else gonna be back there. And I know this because of how I slide at practice. If you not running fast at practice, you're gonna be nervous every single track meet because you not better than nobody. So you gonna go to the track meets, you gonna be that person at nighttime looking up people mile split accounts, looking up people T-first accounts, looking who in your heat and see what they PRs are. You gonna be that person in the heat area. Hey bro, what you running the 400? Hey, what you running the 200? You gonna be that person. When I show up to meets, I don't care. And a lot of people take track too serious too. Like, bro, it's just track. You're just running. You ain't getting no money from it. You ain't getting nothing from it. You just out there running to brag and say if you won or lost. You gotta realize, I'm gonna say this, when you realize that the worst thing that can happen is you losing, who cares? Like, you ain't gonna be that nervous. If you know that you're well prepared to run fast, you won't be that nervous. Like, a lot of people are super anxious or super nervous because they fear the unknown. When I go to track meets, I pretty much know exactly what I'm about to do because I've ran and hit certain times at practice, and those times usually correlate at track meets. I know if I'm running 21 low at practice in the 200, if I'm running 47 in the 400 at practice, I know when I go to a meet, I can easily run 20 point. I know I can go to a meet and I can easily run 46 low. I can run 45. So you gotta run fast at practice. That's the way to not be nervous at track meets. If you sliding at practice, then that's gonna put your confidence through the roof. Cause you know if you running these super fast times at practice, what are you worried about? You ain't got nothing to be worried about. And that's like the biggest thing with a lot of people who run. They don't be putting in that work at practice. So when they go to the meet, they be super nervous. Oh, this is my PR. This is my PR. Your PR don't matter. Your PR is something you did in the past. What you about to do right now? What did you do at practice to run way faster than your PR? And most of the times, to answer that question, it's nothing. A lot of people go be rolled, come to practice, do the exact same workouts at the exact same pace, and don't go no faster and go back out there and be rolled. That's why you nervous, because you used to being rolled. And rolled people are always nervous. I mean, you'll probably have like be nervous like your first meet or something just because you ain't ran in a minute. But other than that, like, it's nothing. Yeah, you should just be focusing on executing. Forget the people who you running against. That's like a lot of times too. Like, most people be worried about the wrong thing. You need to worry about yourself, worry about your lane, and worry about your execution. Don't worry about those other people out there. They just out there just like you out there. More than likely, they ain't worried about you. So you don't need to worry about them. Just worry about your lane. Like, if you run fast, cool. If you don't run fast, you need to lock in at practice. If you roll, you roll. What's the worst thing that can happen? You lost. Who cares? But yeah, like, the biggest thing is to not be nervous is by building your confidence by running fast at practice. And you know, if something is not working for you, fix it at practice instead of going to a meet without it being fixed. And like, when you got everything down packed and you sliding at practice and you got your issues fixed at practice, you good. You ain't gonna go to a meet nervous. You gonna go to a meet ready to slide. You gonna go to a meet ready to show everybody. You gonna go to a meet ready to stand on business. You gonna be going to meets ready to make an example out of somebody. So I'm telling you, bro, slide at practice, fix what you need to fix at practice, and you gonna be good mentally. And by the way, make sure you go get your road shirt. If you run track, this is an essential piece of merch that you must have, that you must acquire. It's just essential. But yeah, let me know what kind of videos y'all want me to see. If y'all have any ideas, drop them down below in the comments. Any questions y'all need to answer, drop them down below in the comments. Make sure y'all go get y'all rolled shirts. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. Got any questions, DM me on Instagram. I'm out.